I got to commend you for being so open about
Thank
it.
you.
And, you know, sharing your journey as it's happening. I mean, you crowdfunded your
I sure did.
your surgery.
I sure did. And, you know, there was a little bit of shame that came from that. You know, my own father told me, like, are you sure that you want to do that? You know, like, you're going to ask people that are less fortunate than you for money to fund your surgery? And I said, yes, I am. Because everybody in life, I feel, deserves a chance to ask for help.
Yeah.
I feel that I have served my community for a good time now. We're talking, you know, a good 6 years of hard work, of me not having it all be about just me.
Yeah.
And I feel that in life, when you need help, which I actually still do need help and need help every day, but more importantly, needed help getting to this point, we as humans, I think, all have the right to ask for that. And I was blessed.
I was going to say the fact that you got it. I mean, all of it came through.
And let me tell you, I definitely didn't think I was going to.
Yeah.
You know, and I have to give a shout out to all my supporters and, you know, Jeremy Joseph over in London that really made it happen for me.
Yeah.
Because I hit my halfway mark, you know, with the GoFundMe, and this lovely man came along and blessed me and really made it happen for me, as well as my Drag Race sisters did have something to do with it too.
Yeah.
And I did make a comment in the social media, you know, a few months back, basically saying like, well, that I didn't feel supported by them because certain girls, they didn't want to share it. They didn't agree with the fact that I was asking for this. And that kind of made me feel a certain type of way, because I feel like us as a community, we should always be down to help each other. It's literally a click of a share, and it's something that we all do every single day. So why now, when it comes to me and my needs, are my needs any more or less important than somebody else? I feel absolutely not. And, but I do have to say that, you know, the money that was raised through Jeremy's club, you know, GAY in London, was from the meet and greets of my Drag Race sisters and other artists that they did have in there. And, you know, he asked them if they were okay with these proceeds going to me. And I do believe some said no, but I do know that a lot said yes.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody.
And now that you have gone through the surgery, how do you feel? I mean, do you feel a difference?
You know, I just feel like I got over a hump.
Okay.
You know, I still feel like me. I think it's definitely helped with my look. So I can look in the mirror now and feel much more whole than I did before. And of course, yes, I think it has altered my life altogether.
Yeah.
You know, much of being trans is very mental, but it's also very physical. You know, when you look in the mirror, you want to see the person that you feel that you are in your mind and in your spirit and your body, which is kind of leaning more towards the gender dysmorphia side. For some of us, it's more prominent than others, right?
Okay.
And by all means, I just hope that, just because this is part of my journey, you know, I always try to reiterate that surgery is not a part of everybody's journey.
Now, where do you see the line between your drag persona and your real life?
I think my drag persona is definitely much more amped up. It's definitely very high glam. I'm still very witty and outgoing as a person, sometimes too outspoken, as I've been told. But, you know, life is a journey of learning, and I have learned, you know, what I can say and what I can't say, mostly what I can, because I feel life is too short to mince words and to not be truthful. My drag persona is definitely, it's just different, you know.
Yeah.
If you catch me during the day, I'm very like low-key yoga pants and a top, and, you know, no makeup and just, you know, casual. because that is very much who I am as a woman.
Yeah.
When I'm in drag, obviously, you know, I'm amped up. I even think maybe some of my mannerisms and, you know, my lingo is also a little bit different too.
Okay.
Just because I understand that I'm serving a certain audience. And, you know, for 25 years, I pretty much lived as, you know, as this person. So it's still a big part of me.
Yeah.
Drag will always be a big part of my life. Where is the line? I don't even know that there is one anymore. I think I spent many years trying to figure out what that line was, and I got really frustrated with not being able to find that line. So I think now I'm just trying to embrace the fact that I'm a woman that does drag, and you know, that's it.
Yeah.
So.
And now going into 2019, last question, what is your resolution or your big plan going forward?
Well, 2019, I really look forward to doing more activism within the community, right?
Yeah.
So I really look forward to kind of working with campaigns and universities and doing public speaking.
Okay.
Sharing my story, talking about, you know, some of these topics that we need to talk about. On the drag side, I definitely look forward to creating and touring with, you know, my one-woman show, This Is Me tour,
All right.
where I will be telling my story through dance, through drag, through speech, and kind of a more theatrical presentation. Still very along the lines of everything that I'm doing, but instead of me, you know, lip singing and kind of dancing around a bar, which is totally fine, I look forward to being in theaters, selling out tickets, and just really showing people who I was, who I've become, and where I'm going.